Hey guys, welcome to the Get a Clue Marketing Show. This is David Deek, and today I just want to go over 7 ways to protect your business, okay? And this is a warning that entrepreneurship is a risk, all right? Everybody's talking about wanting to be their own boss, wanting to be an entrepreneur. Well, there's a lot of risk involved, so I want to go over some of the 7 ways to protect your business right now, okay? So number 1, you need a legal entity. You need to set up a legal business. You know, you got to come up with a creative name, and business names are important. I'm going to save that for another video, but you want to set up your business as like an LLC, an S Corp, a regular corporation, and there's other things that you can do that I don't want to go into. That's another video that I have. You want to set up a legal entity. You want to get a federal tax ID number, and you want to fill out all the local city and county permits, okay? So that way you're protected legally from the feds and the local governments, okay? Number 2, you want to have liability insurance, you know, for people, products, and accidents. All right. Now, one of the things that I remember from reading Art of the Deal by Donald Trump back in the late 80s is that he protected everything. So if he had an investment, he had insurance on it and things like that. So he wouldn't pursue a project unless he had something back. Now, liability insurance is something you must have, especially, you know, if you're in construction. You definitely have to have that, working on that. And you know, if you're doing construction for somebody, they want to see that that you have liability coverage and things like that. And the amount for ranges up to like 2 million aggregated and 1 million per incident. Or I think it's 100,000. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a legal insurance professional. I'm just saying that you need liability insurance to cover any accidents that might happen or product defects. Number 3 is workers' comp. Now, one of the way the law is set up, I can't figure out why self-employed people have to carry employee workers' comp, because you're the employee if you're a sole entrepreneur. So I can't figure that out. It all gets put in a pool. But if you do have an employee, they get hurt on the job, it's a serious issue, okay? So that's number 3. And number 4 is legal backing, okay? You want to have a lawyer in your back pocket. And if you can't afford one because they start out at $250 an hour, then I would recommend going to lawyer groups to ask questions. And this could be on Facebook, this could be on LinkedIn. You're also going to need a lawyer to create contracts for you and to look over contracts. Let's say you're bidding on a project and they give you a bid sheet, which is about this thick. You want that to be looked over by your lawyer, by a lawyer, so that they can see where you can get an out if something goes wrong, okay? Or to see where you're liable. In fact, just a quick story. When I was in the construction business, we were doing pile driving, and the Hard Rock Cafe theme park was going up, and we were approached by the developers, and they wanted us to give them a bid. But the bid was this thick, the bid sheets. Okay, these are the requirements. These are the terms. We're going to be watching you, you know, with cameras. So if you're stepped out of line, you know, you don't get a cent. They were begging us, man. They were like, yeah, just throw us a number. Just throw us a number. I said, okay, 1.5 million. Or I said 1.5. And they said, okay, at least that's something. Let's talk about it. But, you know, I was real skeptical. And one of the other contractors here in town just said, no way, they wouldn't do it. And we looked up to them. We looked up to that general contractor, and we looked into it, and we said, no, there's too many variables for them to really screw us out of our money. So you want lawyers to go over the contracts for you, okay? Anyway, and you also want to be protected on cyber law too. Most entrepreneurs are starting online. They have a website, products, etc. So you want to be protected. We'll talk about more of that. Number 5 is virus hacking and protection, okay? You know, your website, your social sites, you know, what happens if you have to have a PR crisis You want to have something protection. Obviously, you got virus software and things like that, but once it's on the web, you never know who's going to hack into your site. So that needs to be protected as much as you can. Number 6 is asset protection. This is what I was saying earlier, that Trump would always have asset protection. If he went into a deal and it started going south, then in his contract, he was able to get out or able to use state and federal laws in order to protect his venture or his asset or his investment, okay? So this is for taxes, business, storefront, vehicles. You want to have that asset protection so somebody can't just come in and just take over, okay? And finally, number 7, you have to protect your mindset, okay, to keep going every single day. You have to be around motivated, inspiring people. That's going to keep you going. You definitely want to be part of some Facebook groups that, it doesn't have to be Facebook groups, but that are like-minded like yourself to keep you inspired and keeping going. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business, it's 24/7. You're always working, and you're always, you're just going to get burned out if you don't do it correctly. So anyway, so those are the 7 ways to protect your business. And entrepreneurship is not for the weak at heart, okay? So if you can't focus on multiple things, it may not be a good fit for you, okay? Maybe you want to do just some freelancing on the side while you definitely want to keep your full-time job until, you know, that grows and grows, okay? But you definitely want to seek out successful people to keep you inspired and motivated like we talked about. So check out my website too. Go over to getacluemarketingshow.com because I have some really cool, fun stuff over there, like, you know, word clouds and word searches to help really solidify those things that you learn on these shows, okay? So this is David Deek, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.